Today is our 2020 North Carolina State Extension Durham County Center report to the community, and we're focused on volunteers and partners. So we're going to hear from our volunteer program. We're going to see a great video. Then we're going to hear from our leadership here at Extension and in the county, and then we will open it up for Q&A. So thank you very much. And with that, I hand it over to my wonderful colleague, Erin.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Erin Matoko. I'm the volunteer coordinator of Durham County Cooperative Extension, and my role is really multifaceted, but I'm responsible for recruiting volunteers and connecting them to various programs within Extension, whether helping students reach required community service hours or just providing citizens with the opportunity to serve. I am the go-to person. I also coordinate staff volunteers for local annual events, which, like, for example, Centerfest, which is so much fun. And then I also collect our programs and workshops for promotion through the county's Durham Television Network. All of Cooperative Extension's program areas rely highly on our outstanding and dedicated volunteers, from our front desk supporters to our 4-H club leaders and kids voting interns, to our culinary assistants in the food lab, and to our Welcome Baby Giving Closet sorters and child care helpers. Volunteers are truly integral to achieving our mission overall. In 2019 alone, we had over 14,000 volunteer hours. Can you believe that? That's a lot. And the majority of those hours were contributed by the phenomenal Master Gardeners. That's our largest entity of volunteers. And if you joined us on Monday, you had the wonderful opportunity to learn all about what they do and how they contribute to the Durham community. And I'll be happy to share current volunteer opportunities during the Q&A portion towards the end. And now we have an awesome video showcasing some volunteer reflections. The first question is, what motivates you to volunteer?
So what motivates me to volunteer is that I just want to add a little something positive to the world. When I watch the news, I see a lot of injustice. I see a lot of inequity in our world and in our community. And by volunteering with Welcome Baby, I hope that I can do a little something to help make the world a little bit better for people of our community.
What motivates me to volunteer is just being able to use my talents and abilities and skills to just help people. Helping people is just something that I love to do. It brings me joy and fulfillment. I love to help my friends, family, just anybody who needs help. And volunteering is the best way to do so for me to feel fulfilled, while also being able to impact people and really change their lives in some aspects, and just really help things run smoother and just help people. And it's really just something that I enjoy, and that's what motivates me, is the enjoyment and fulfillment of being able to impact people's lives.
What impact do you think you've made so far while volunteering with Welcome Baby?
When I think about the possible impact that I'm having, my hope is that I'm having some impact on the people that I'm actually working with at Welcome Baby and the Durham Cooperative Extension Agency, because those people are the people who have dedicated their careers to helping others. So if I can be a little bit of help to them by hanging up some clothes or organizing some donations, then that's what I hope my impact can be through my volunteering.
The impact that I feel that I have made while volunteering with PFAS and with Welcome Baby is just being able to assist the wonderful workers at the Cooperative Extension. They work so hard to make the community better and to help people who are in need. And having volunteers it takes a little load off of them. And I'm also able to utilize my Spanish speaking skills and just utilize my leadership skills.
How has volunteering changed your life, whether it's with Welcome Baby, with Cooperative Extension, or other aspects or other facets in life that you volunteered or with organizations? How has that made a difference that you've noticed in your own personal life?
And volunteering has made a difference in my life in many different ways. It's really just opened my eyes up to the types of things that our world needs more attention to, and volunteering is that outlet to do so, to help those people in need. Because volunteers, they don't get paid, but that makes it that much better because the people are able to come and they want to be there. They have the compassion to be there and to help people. And so definitely it's just impacted my life by opening my eyes to the different cultures and different subsets of the population, and just really understanding where my place is on earth and what my purpose is. I think it's definitely to help people, and I've seeked that through volunteering, especially with the cooperative extension.
So when I think about the difference that volunteering has made in my life, when I go in to volunteer, I see people who are donating their time to Welcome Baby. I also see people who are donating their goods and their energies to Welcome Baby and to people of their community. And that makes me feel really good. It's really nice to see people doing things to help others within our community. And so that's the positive impact that it's had on me, is that it really gives me hope.
Great, thank you all very much for watching that movie. Donna, I think it's time for you to introduce our great guests.
Yes, welcome everyone. Hi, I'm Donna Rewald. I am the Extension Director for the Durham County Center of North Carolina Cooperative Extension. This week you have joined us from our farms to our gardens, from our gardens to our table. You've joined our parents and our families, and you've joined our youth. Today, we're excited to reflect on our volunteers and our many partnerships. Cooperative Extension is based on partnership and relationship. It's based on relationships between state and federal partners and our local communities, down to the very last individual person that we can make contact with. So we are all about partnership and relationship. Our key partnership and relationship is that partnership that we have with NC State University, North Carolina Cooperative Extension. The partnership between North Carolina Cooperative Extension and our local county, Durham County, is remarkable, and it's deep, and it serves the people of North Carolina and serves the people of Durham County. I'm really excited that I have with us for a few minutes today, Dr. Richard Bonata, who is our leader for NC State Cooperative Extension, and I just want him to express a few words about that partnership. Hi, Dr.
Thank you. Thank you, Donna. Can you hear me okay? Well, good morning, everyone. I wish my Spanish was better. Every time, Angelina, I think like I've got this down, I realize that it's not good. So, me llamo Ricardo Bonano del la Universidad de Carolina del Norte in Raleigh. That's about it for me. But thanks for the opportunity to say a few words, Angelina. I just want to express a few brief comments. First is obviously a thank you to the Durham County government for being such great partners with us and Extension. Our programming around the state from both North Carolina State University and North Carolina A&T State University is very, very much a partnership with county government. We could not exist without that partnership, so thank you very much. Also a big thank you to our county staff, Donna and her great staff in Durham County. Thank you so much for everything you do. And really a special shout out to our volunteers. Our organization collectively, everybody on campus at NC State, everybody on campus at North Carolina A&T State, everybody in our county offices is just shy of about 1,000 people, which is a lot of people. But for every one of our employees, we have at least 20 volunteers. So collectively, well over 20,000 volunteers in North Carolina. And that's a 20 mil for those of you that need me to say that in Spanish. That's a lot of people. And we simply could not operate without that level of volunteerism that we have in so many areas, whether it's in our family and consumer sciences programs, our 4-H, our Master Gardeners programs. I mentioned FCS, but Extension Master Food Volunteers. There's so many great partnerships. I've been in the baby clothing room at the Durham County Center. It's pretty amazing, all the work that gets done there. So Donna, I want to tell you that I appreciate the opportunity to be here. For some of you that may be interested, I just got maybe a 30-second. All of our universities in the state are looking to how to restart, and we are looking to get our students back to campuses. NC State is looking to start early this year, August 10th, and maybe finish by Thanksgiving. I understand that North Carolina A&T State may be starting about a week later, but there was a very, very concerted effort for us that not only the great program we do in Extension, but to make sure that our students that come to our universities have a great education. We know that a lot of people do university work online, but the kind of work we do, the kind of education that we do at our universities is very, very difficult to be able to do online. We pride ourselves at the universities, just like in Extension, with experiential learning and the ability to have that hands-on, high-touch approach. And we are doing everything we can to make sure that will work for us in the counties and work for us at our universities as well. So with that, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Donna.
Thank you. We're also lucky today to have on the phone Dr. Joanne Pierce, who is a general manager with Durham County government and who works with us in Cooperative Extension to support our work here in Durham County. And so I'd love for Dr. Pierce to say a couple of things as well about the county side of that wonderful partnership.
So good morning, everyone. I'm so happy to be here today. And I just want to just say that from the county, we're just so appreciative of the relationship and the partnership that we have with Cooperative Extension. Because you know what? We also desperately want to improve the outcomes for the people that we serve. And this collaboration really makes us strong because we do it together. And one of the things that, you know, just has impressed me is that I'm really relatively new in my learning and understanding of all the things that you do. And I've been so impressed. I was like, you do that too? You do that too? And you all are just I would say even the nation's best kept secret, but many people know. I'm just learning, and others. But the key issue areas that you focus on, you know, such as food safety and security, just overall healthy people, of course, creates a healthy community. Just the work with the farmers, a resilient food system, water quality and use, and even the role that you play in disaster preparedness, response, and recovery. And that's a real thing happening right now. And economic and community development. I mean, that's just amazing. And what I know is that in other work that I do and working in health and human services, that this relationship is as strong as, this is an example maybe for other cooperative extensions, that when those partnerships are in place, when they're working and strong, and that Cooperative Extension already has an infrastructure and capability and institutional history to partner, it just makes things just so much better. And so I'm glad to just be here today, and to our local Cooperative Extension, Dawn, under her leadership and the team, it's really just a great learning experience, and just it has such quality to it. So thank you for allowing me to come here to just say that. And I'm sorry I can't see you all, but I hope that I'm invited another time to learn, listen, and just participate. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Pierce. That is truly wonderful to hear. Yeah, the power of the partnership. You can hear that both from Dr. Bonanno and from Dr. Pierce. And you've probably heard it this week from all of our staff members and our panelists and those folks who've been on video, whether they be volunteers or other community partners. You know, our report that we have released and is now available on our website, our report to the community, which interestingly has the theme we've been using this week, Join Us, speaks to the power of that partnership, listing over 90 different partners across all of our programs. As Dr. Bernard pointed out, if there's 20 volunteers for every one staff member, and that's definitely true in our shop as well. We can't possibly list all of them, but we are so grateful for them. I think the thing that I would like to say is that, you know, times are very different right now. Last year, we made contact with over 30,000 residents face-to-face in Durham County. We did over 733 hours of educational program. We had 1,700 community meetings in our building. And while we might not be able to do some of those things in the same ways we've always done them, we are here for you all the time. There are no services that we have that are completely closed. We are doing many things online. We're employing social distancing, and we're able to provide advice and good educational information remotely. We hope to see you face to face, and we're looking forward to the time where we can do that. But until then, please know that we're here for you. So if you wondered if we're open, you might not be able to just waltz into the doors, but you definitely can call us. We definitely are here for you. So I just want to make that really clear. So our numbers for contacts, we might not see 30,000 people face to face next year, but we're gonna see you one way or another and support you. You know, I have a long, you know, I've been a director now for a little over a year, but I've had such a long experience with Cooperative Extension in Durham County. I'm a Durham County resident. I've raised my children here. I was a client and I was a donor to extension programs before I even joined the staff 15 years ago now. I visited the Master Gardener Office for Advice with my, you know, moldy plant to ask what to do. I donated to Welcome Baby. I was a community partner, actually, in another organization. The way I got here was actually I was in another organization, and I partnered with actually someone who's our former director, Delphine Sellers, on a project and learned about the power of extension in the Durham community. And since then, I've had many other experiences. We've hosted a 4-H exchange student. We've voted with kids voting. I've done all of these things as a citizen, as well as a leader of this organization. I'm just proud of the staff that we have. I'm proud of the organization we're a part of. I believe in what we do every day. I believe in the Durham community. I think our communities in North Carolina are strong and resilient. We are excited that we can support our local food system at this time, at a time when many relationships and many things are challenging. Feeding people and making those connections in those ways are equally important. So I want to thank everyone for your support of our work, for your partnership with us, for your volunteering, and for all the things you do. We would like to give a few minutes for questions, so we're going to open that up right now.
Thank you, Donna. So there's 3 ways, just to remind you, that you can ask questions. Those are through the Q&A box, the chat box, or by raising your hand. And I have the first question from our Q&A box. So this one is for Erin, I would guess. What are ways that you can volunteer, especially during COVID?
Awesome question, thank you. So we do have a wonderful network of face mask makers. This is led by Miss Cindy Riley, our parent educator with Welcome Baby. You do not have to necessarily sew. You can sew, but if you want to volunteer to even deliver fabric and completed masks within the network, you could definitely do that. We provide all of the materials. You just have to provide the work for us. That would be awesome. We do have a Durham Tech and Briggs Avenue Garden collaboration of a food pantry where we do packages. We have food packages that are assembled and also delivered. That is a limited number of our volunteers because of COVID-19 and then safety precautions, but that's definitely an opening to support COVID-19 relief. And then also along with our Briggs garden, we do have folks who are maintaining that garden so we can continue our efforts in feeding families who are in need with fresh produce. We know that's so healthy and so helpful in a time like this. Again, I talked to Ms. Sherilyn about that, but she did say that 10 people ideally would be preferred at one time. And those opportunities are mainly open on Friday mornings and also on Saturday mornings too. And we are open to virtual volunteering, whatever your skills may be, we can create a role for you. Again, we are trying to go along with the flow and work virtually and change up how we do things a little bit. So we have many admin needs throughout our whole organization for Kids Voting Durham, for community outreach. We also have graphic design needs. And then specifically with Kids Voting Durham, we need some help with developing the candidate guide for the election coming up. We will have some family engagement activities for the election closer to that date, and then also some prep for that as well. And then our new person, Miss Kate Elander, she's phenomenal. She will need a volunteer as well for not only graphic design, but for her updating her service inventory for her early childhood development program. Welcome Baby, we always need some folks for compiling data reports for our Cribs to Kids programs. And then if you have any other specific programs that you're interested in volunteering with, you can definitely look us up on our website to contact those program heads, or you can contact me. My information is in the chat box. Thank you.
Wow, that's a lot of opportunities. Thank you, Erin. I believe the next question is probably for either Donna or Dr. Bonanno. What is next year looking like for Cooperative Extension?
So I'll say a couple of things locally, then I'll maybe see if Dr. Bonanno can pitch in with that. So I think locally, we're going to continue doing what we're doing now. So we have not stopped. We had a little pause, I will admit, right there at the beginning, where we had to kind of figure out how we're going to deliver service. We're going to figure out how to deliver the services that we do in all of our program areas in whatever ways we're best able to do that safely. And so we're committed to keeping staff safe and keeping the community safe. So we will follow our local directives and do that. So we will be providing parenting training and parenting classes online. We are providing our gardening and our farming advice and consultation. We are doing soil samples. So we're doing many of the things that we do, we're just doing them a little differently. And we are keeping all of that updated on our website and also through our weekly newsletter. So if you don't have access to our weekly newsletter, please contact us, because we let you know each week what some of those things are and what new things are happening. We also have our 4-H virtual summer camps. And so please look for all of those things. Dr. Bonanno, thoughts?
So I would just add real quick, on a statewide basis, we see things beginning to open up. It's pretty much county by county. We still have 5 county extension offices that are closed just completely closed. We've got about 52 that are open with just staff. We've got about 43 where there is some interaction with the public, and out of those, about 22 are actually doing some in-person programming. So we expect as time goes on that these things will increase and improve so that we can be back. And I'm not going to say back to normal, because I'm going to say be back, as you might hear people say, to our new normal. Because I think one of the things we've learned here is that we've taken the opportunity to think about how we could do programming differently. We pride ourselves in Extension on high tech and high touch. We lost the high touch. We need to bring it back, but at the same time, I think we've learned a lot about our ability to connect with a much broader audience and a much broader population that is really looking for some quality programming that can be brought into their homes in a variety of ways into other venues. So I think our new normal will be a little bit different than our old normal, and I'm actually happy to see that, especially in our more urban counties where we have a lot of population coming in. And we want to connect with them, and we want to do it in a way that makes sense for them, and not just what's just traditionally been we're used to. We need to adapt, and I think we'll do it. Thanks.
Thank you so much, both of you. I have another question here about our agriculture programs. So it is, what are ways that Durham County Cooperative Extension supports agriculture in Durham County?
That's a great question. The picture of agriculture in Durham County is a really interesting one. It's unique. We actually got some data recently, and it showed that we actually have more farms in Durham County than ever before, but they're smaller. They're niche farms. They may be market gardens where people are growing a lot of food on a couple of acres in really innovative ways. And so there's a lot of people who are doing very entrepreneurial types of things as well. So we provide support to new and beginning farmers. We provide support to farmers who are established, in consultation with Dr. Ashley Troth, who's our agriculture agent, and then some of our area specialists. We are always looking to expand our capacity. That's actually something we're working on in partnership with our county right now, the possibility of expanding that, because there's so much demand actually right now in agriculture. People also want to grow their own food. They also want to know how to make a little money on the side. They look at some of our agricultural enterprises or hemp as options and possibilities for them. So we're here to support them in any way. I think if you're interested in growing things, to reach out. I don't think people think about Durham and agriculture in the same breath. It's a very urban county, but it is alive and well. And if you just look, you're going to see it. I've literally driven down the street from where my house is, and I'm like, okay, there's a high tunnel. You may not know what high tunnel is, but it's a way of growing things. And I'm like, where did that come from? You know, and that's like, it's between two houses, and there's all of a sudden like an acre like stuck in there with a new little farm. It's remarkable what people in Durham can do. And so we're here to support whatever that might be.
Thank you so much, Donna. I think I've gotten all of the questions. Anyone want to raise their hand before I close this out? I don't see any other hands raised. All right, well, I think that's it. Donna, can you close us out for today and for the week?
Yeah, for the week. So our theme is join us. And interestingly, we chose that theme before COVID. So we still believe that you can join us. There's so many ways in which you can join us. I think Dr. Brown said it really well, that we've been able to connect with people in new and different ways and with new and different audiences. And that has allowed, COVID in some ways allowed that to happen. But you can always join us. If you're not sure how, our staff is very available and very accessible. So please call us. Again, we are thinking about all of you in the Durham community. We miss seeing your faces in our building, but we are looking forward to the time when we can see you again. But until then, please join us in the ways in which you are able and reach out to us anytime. Thank you.